Namaste. Before following any advice or practices suggested in this video, it is always suggested that you consult your doctor as to its suitability, especially if you suffer from any health problems or special conditions. Yamajit, John Hollinsby Mayer, and Tridevi Chamunda Mandir cannot accept any responsibility for any injuries or damages incurred as a result of the exercises and meditations contained in this video. Namaste and welcome to Tridevi Chamunda Mandir in Denver, Colorado. I'm Yamajit. I'm very glad that you could join me this evening for our Tuesday Satsang, where we're going to be focusing on Chapter 6 of the Kriya Yoga Upanishad. This is the chapter on breath control. So I'm going to be reading through parts of the chapter and then talking you through exercises to go with each section. A couple of announcements. This coming Friday at 7 o'clock, we'll be doing our monthly Devi Puja and Yoga Nidra meditation practice. A lot of you I know really enjoy the Yoga Nidra, and I try to do a different style every month. 7 o'clock, you can join us either on YouTube or you can come in person to our temple at 1260 South Xavier Street in Denver, Colorado. The Tuesday Satsangs will continue on the Kriya Yoga Upanishad until its completion. And then the next Friday, the 23rd, we will not have a Friday puja. Instead, I'm going to be helping out with the Guru Purnima celebration at Shiva Sai Mandir. And I invite you to go onto their website, shivamandir.org, to find out more information on that celebration. And then the following Friday will be the next installment of our Kali Nitya Goddesses series, and I find that these have become very popular as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and go right into the start of our practice with a short puja. So we're doing this work in sacred space. So I invite you to make yourselves comfortable. Find a nice, comfortable seated position. It can be on your mat or it can be in a chair. Just find a comfortable seated position where your back can be straight. And what's really going to be important today is that your breath is open as well. Oh, hi, Pooja. There's our mascot. And I invite you to bring the palms of your hands together at your heart center. And we'll begin our practice tonight by chanting Om 3 times. Inhale. Om. Inhale and exhale and slowly open your eyes. Om Pavitra Pavitrova Sarvavastam Gatopiva Yashmare Pandarikaksham Sabhyabhyanta Sushi. Om Gam Ganapataye Namo Namah. Jai Ganesha. Om Sri Guru Bhyo Namah. Jai Guru. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Kailase Patona Namah. Om Namah Shivaya. Devi Prapanote Hare Prasida. Prasida Matara Jagata Kilasya. Prasida Vishvesvara Pe Vishvam. Tvameshwara Devi Chachara Charasya. Jai Ma Devi, Jai Ma Kali. Om. And I'm going to use the Bij mantras for the chakras for our puja mantra. Om. Lam Vam Ramyam Ham 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 Om. Jai Ma. So, in our last installment, we were talking about, actually last two installments, we were talking about the subtle anatomy, especially the main energy channels of the body known as the nadis. Shushumna nadi in the center. This is the passageway for Ma Kundalini to rise from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. On the left side is the lunar channel known as Ida nadi. On the right side, also running from the third eye to the base of the spine, is Pingala nadi, or the solar channel. And as a little warm-up, I'd like to do some rounds of nadi shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. We're going to begin by doing the actual blockages of each of the nostrils. And as you breathe in through the left, I invite you to feel that energy going through the left nostril, down this left channel to the base. And as you breathe in and out through Pingala nadi on the right nostril, again, try to visualize that channel and the air and energy moving downwards and upwards. So let's begin by bringing our two peace fingers on our right hand, place them on our third eye. We're going to be using the thumb and ring finger. And blocking the right nostril with the thumb, I invite you to breathe in through the left nostril. Again, feeling the descent of that energy through the left side. And then blocking the left nostril and exhaling through the right, feeling that energy raising up. And then inhaling through the right, feeling the descent of that energy on the right side. And then switching sides. Now we're going to continue the exercise by bringing the hand back down to our lap. And we're just going to focus on each side Just focus on, we're going to begin with the left nostril, inhale and exhale. And then we're going to just focus and concentrate on the right nostril and the right channel for the next. So we're going to begin on the left. Inhale slowly, focusing on the left nostril. Feeling that energy coming down that lunar channel. And now exhale, feeling the breath coming up through the lunar channel and through the nostril. And now focus your attention to the right. Feel the energy coming in through the right nostril and downwards. And then exhale. And now the left again. And the right. And then the left. And the right. And then inhale once through the left. And outwards through the left. And then just take a moment and feel the effects of that practice. So in the other exercises we'll be doing tonight, we're just going to be focusing on the air entering or leaving the nostril and its accompanying nadi. And we're going to be doing some exercises where we're going to breathe in through one nostril, let's say the left, feeling the energy going down to the lower abdomen. And then we exhale, it'll be on the opposite side, so in this case the right. As we exhale, focus on that right nostril and that energy going upwards and out. So we'll begin our reading and study and practice. So this is chapter 6 of the Kriya Yoga Upanishad, breath control. Now comes breath control. The three stages that lend rhythm to breathing are the same as the three separate sounds that make up the mantra Om. Ah, U, Guiding the breath down into the stomach through the moon channel, meditate on the letter Ah for at least a count of 16. So slow inhalation through the left. And as you hold the breath, meditate on the letter U or U for a count of at least 16, allowing the Om mantra to resound within you. And as the breath is expelled through the sun channel on the right, focus on the M, for the 16 count. True breath control is extending without stress, the count of 32. Once more, guide the breath down through the sun channel, so it's on the opposite side. Meditating on the letter A or Ah for the count of at least 16. Now hold the breath, meditating on the letter U or Oo. And finally expel the air through the moon channel, meditating on the letter M or for a count of at least 16. Do the best that you can to hold the breath for a count of 64 while repeating Om. Do all this without any stress or strain, and take practice, purification, and time. If you work incessantly at this control of the this control for 6 months, you will be a sage. After 12 months, you will be a holy living reality. So we're going to do a version of this, somewhat abbreviated. So we're going to begin on the left side, focusing on the left nostril and the left channel, inhaling, thinking about the letter A, holding for the letter U, exhaling through the right, the letter M. We're going to do in our exercise just to the count of 4. And then if you choose to practice this particular sadhana, then start out with 4, 4, 4, then switch to the left side, to the right side, in 4, 4, out through the left, 4, alternating back and forth like that. And then as you become more and more used to this exercise and more comfortable with it, try it to a count of 8 for all 3 steps, and then maybe going to 12, 16, all the way up to 32, if that ends up being possible for you. So we're going to do some rounds of this, so I invite you to make yourself comfortable. Sitting with a straight back. Close your eyes. And inhale, focusing on the left nostril and the left channel to a count of 4. Holding, focusing on the lower abdomen for a count of 4. And then exhaling, focusing on the right for a count of 4. And then with your inhaling, you're thinking ah, holding oo, exhaling So now let's start on the right side, focusing on the right side. Inhale, ah, hold, oo, and then exhale to a count of 4. Now left. Out right. In right. Hold. Out, focusing on the left. Find your body relaxing, especially the shoulders and the throat area. In through the left, the count of 4. Holding the count of 4. And exhaling, focusing on the right. Count of 4. Now left. Out right. In right. Hold. And out through the left. Now in, focusing on the left. Holding to the count of 4. And out through the right. In, focusing on the right side. Hold. Out through the left. In through the left. Hold. And out through the right. And then let your breath return to normal. Just breathe normally for a little while and just feel the effects of the practice. You can try these exercises blocking the nostrils in more um, traditional fashion, but you can also, it's very powerful to just focus on the nostril and the channel as you're breathing. I think you'll find this very balancing and very relaxing. So let's continue, starting with verse 12. Inhaling air is called puraka, P-U-R-A-K-A. Holding the breath is called kumbhaka, and exhaling is called rechaka. This breath control causes sweating, which is the least interesting effect. With more control, it might cause trembling. And something that can happen with breathwork practice like this is you may find little spontaneous movements, maybe a slight shaking, maybe a movement in a particular direction, maybe you find yourself slightly turning one direction or the other, maybe rocking a little bit. If that happens, just honor these little movements. This is the energy actually clearing itself, and these little movements themselves are called Kriyas. And then sometimes when doing breath work practice, you may feel a tingling sensation or muscles moving a little bit, getting a little tetany happening. And again, that's just natural reactions to the breath work. Just honor it, let it happen, nothing dangerous about it. And again, it's the energy channels clearing themselves. Those who perfect this control gain the power of astral levitation. The more you perfect this technique, the higher you astrally levitate. So this can be an aid to astral projection, maybe gaining certain visions or insights. By the practice of breath control, you purify the mind completely, and then your aura becomes visible to you. It surrounds and bathes your physical body with visible, colorful light. The mind and the breath then unite and settle inside the indwelling spirit. Assisted by the spiritual energy provided by this breath control, the adept's astral body is able to levitate by itself. Through knowledge acquired by breath control, you gain deliverance from rebirth. You can now abandon inhalation and exhalation and only perform retentions. All ignorance is wiped out, and you will possess the highest knowledge. And so another very powerful breath technique is inhaling, holding, and exhaling, not necessarily focusing on either side. And let's just go ahead and try that for a few rounds. So again, sit comfortably, back straight, close your eyes. We're going to do this to a count of 4. And let's add something. We're going to inhale to the count of 4, hold to the count of 4, exhale to the count of 4, and hold again to the count of 4. So inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, hold, Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. And I invite you to just try a few rounds on your own. One more exhale. And then let your breath return to normal. And just sit quietly for a moment and just feel the effects. So this is another form of breathing you can practice, and you can increase the length of the inhale, the retentions, and the exhalations as you feel comfortable. So let's begin with verse 19. By means of breath control, the mind becomes clear and subtle. Gray hair returns to its former color. There is nothing that you may not achieve. This might be interesting to watch these effects as you practice this for over a long period of time. As you practice breath control, the air is deep. Take the air deeply at dawn and at dusk, or if you wish, practice before daybreak or at noon. These are all auspicious times to do meditation. But practice breath control daily. And really, I think the important thing is um, finding a time that works for you and your schedule, not necessarily waiting for, let's say, before sunrise. Just doing the practice is better than not doing it at all. Hold your breath at the root of your nose, in your navel, or in your toes. This will give longevity of 100 years. The breath is well tamed if it is held at the root of the nose at Agnya Chakra. That's the third eye chakra. If you hold it at the navel, third chakra, imbalanced energies will have no power over you. If the breath is kept in the toes of the body, it will become shining light. And something I want to mention is if you're breathing down through the legs to the toes, if you study embryology, one of the first things I learned taking coursework in that is really the legs are an outgrowth of the pelvic girdle. And so when you're breathing down to that area, it's really an extension of the meditation on the base or root chakra, Muladhara, and the earth element of the body. Drink the air by inhaling it through the open mouth using your tongue, and you will never be hungry or thirsty or know fatigue. There is a cooling breath technique where the lips are pursed, the tongue rolled, and breathing in this fashion. And if genetically you're unable to roll the tongue, just the breath through pursed lips will work quite nicely as well. If you're doing a real intense yoga sequence, you're building up a lot of heat. This can be a nice grounding exercise following that practice. If you keep the breath at the root of the tongue, you'll be able to drink ambrosia and know happiness. Some people, when doing breath work, will notice kind of a sweet taste in the back of the mouth, and this is known as the amrita. And it is really a spiritual substance that comes down through the upper chakras. By drawing it in through the moon channel, through the left side and left nostril, holding it between the eyebrows, you will drink nectar and keep your body in good spiritual health. By using the two main channels and guiding the air down to the navel, you will protect it from all imbalanced energies. For the whole month, you drink nectar drop by drop, inhaling the prana 3 times daily, and retaining the prana according to the rules in a chosen part of the body. No imbalance deriving from prana or bile will ever affect you. Spiritual blindness is cured by breath, held in the Agnya chakra, the third eye. Spiritual deafness is cured by the breath held in the ears. Spiritual headaches are cured by breath held at the base of the head in the moon chakra, again, the left side. So we're going to try a little experiment. We're going to repeat this first pranayama we did, inhaling through the left, holding, exhaling through the right, and then inhaling through the right, hold, exhale through the left. And we're going to do a round for each side, for each of the first 6 chakras. So from the base of the spine to the third eye. And then I'm going to talk you through another little exercise to end that. And that's actually going to be then discussed in detail at the end of the chapter. So again, I invite you to sit comfortably, spine straight. Close your eyes. Nice slow inhale from the third eye through the left nostril to the base of the spine. Hold, focusing on the base of the spine. And then exhale, focusing on the right base, back to the third eye. And now inhale, focusing on the right, third eye to base. Hold at the base and out through the left. Now inhaling through the left side. Now we're going to go bring the breath down to the area just behind the pubic bone and hold there. Inhale, hold, and out through the right. And then in through the right, down to the area behind the pubic bone. Hold and out through the left. Now we're going to focus on the solar plexus area. In through the left. Hold at the solar plexus and out through the right. Now in through the right. Hold at the solar plexus and out through the left. Now we're going to hold and focus on the heart chakra. In through the left. Hold. Out through the right. Now in through the right. Hold at the heart. And exhale through the left. Now the center of the throat. Inhale through the left. Hold. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Hold at the throat. And exhale through the left. Now we're going to hold the energy at our third eye. In through the left, focusing on the left. Hold, maybe even raising your eyes a little bit up toward the third eye. And out through the right. And now in through the right. Hold at the third eye and out through the left. Now, with your two hands, hold down the little flaps just by the side of the ear hole, just enough so you can still hear my voice, but it's plugging out the outside noise. Bring your index finger and middle finger over your eyes and the remaining two fingers over the mouth. And we're going to inhale and we're going to hum. And as we hum, just really focus on that third eye. This is called Yoni Mudra. So inhale. Now hum. Inhale again. Focus on the third eye and exhale, hum. One more inhalation. One more hum. And relax the hands on your lap. And again, just take a moment and feel that effect. Just feel the effects. You may feel yourself just in a very balanced state. You may find your awareness really around that third eye area. Just rest for a moment in stillness and silence. And then let any extraneous energies just slowly, as you breathe, go downwards into the earth. And And slowly open your eyes. I find this is a nice exercise for just unwinding at the end of an eventful day. But anyway, to finish the chapter, this last section is going to describe what we just did. Yoni Mudra, blocking the ears, fingers over the eyes. You can have a slight pressure on the eyeball, the remaining two fingers near the mouth. Humming, inhaling and humming. The humming is called Brahmri, or bumblebee breath. And just really focus that energy toward the third eye. Let that hum really vibrate that third eye. Seated in the auspicious pose, basically a comfortable cross-legged position, although you could do it sitting in a chair as well. With the mind controlled, make the descending current rise gently by repeating Om, and that bumblebee breath is a version of the Om mantra. The adept should perform the Yoni Mudra using his fingers to remove himself mentally from the outside world in this manner. So in doing this exercise, we're just tuning out everything from the outside and we're focusing within. The thumbs close the ears. The index fingers close the eyes. The middle finger can close off the nostrils. That's another version that you can do. So just the index fingers on the eyes. So something more like this. Or you can just hold the breath, retain it, and focus within. That's another version of this. The ring finger closes the upper lip. The little finger closes the lower lip. In this way, you will hold the descending currents inside the head, for the breath will then have reached up to the doorway of reality. At this moment, the Om sound will suddenly manifest itself through the conch shell, as if a conch shell were blown inside your head. The vibrations then change the sound like a roll of thunder. When the breath finally reaches the top of the head, you will hear the reverberation of a mountain waterfall. The indwelling spirit will take pleasure in the vibration and will reveal itself to you. Let's do one more quick exercise. You're going to take a deep breath in, close the ears, index over the eye, middle finger over the nose, the other two over the mouth. You're just going to hold the breath for a while. Just bring your awareness to the third eye area. Bring your awareness within and just hold it for as long as it's comfortable. And then just relax the hands and slowly exhale. So inhale in Yoni Mudra. Hold. Listening to the sounds of your internal self. And then finally, slowly exhale. And again, just rest in stillness and silence for a while. And maybe as you had everything closed off, you did notice a very faint humming sound. Om is the sound of the universe. You can hear Om in the wind. You can hear it in the sound of falling rain or in a flowing stream or even traffic on a busy street. All the sounds around you, you can find that Om sound. Just take a moment and listen to your surroundings. In my own environment, I can hear the bubbling of a fish tank in the other room and some wind chimes outside, and I can hear that Om within those sounds. And then slowly bring the palms of your hands to your heart center and just listen to the words of our benediction. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And now one more Om. Inhale. And slowly open your eyes. And namaste. And thank you. So next week, and really what we did today is a prelude for our next chapter, chapter 7, the withdrawal of the senses, pulling our awareness from the external to the internal, which really goes very nicely with what we'll be doing Friday night with our Yoga Nidra meditation as well. And again, at 7 o'clock, either here on YouTube or you can join us at our temple. Thank you for joining me this evening, or if you are watching the recording of this broadcast later. Have a wonderful night, a wonderful day ahead. See you next time. Namaste. Jai Mata Di. And good night. Blessings always.